Hello, I'm back. My name is Doctoral. I have a PhD in law and development. If you're curious to read more about my work, please go to the description box of this channel, Planet Decolonized. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel and share all the videos, because essentially Planet Decolonized is a consciousness-raising project. Why is capitalism a violent form of an economic system? So that brings me to the first question. What do I understand by violence? So violence occurs when boundaries are breached. So then that brings me to the second question. What do I understand by boundaries? So boundaries are basically limits and rules that set go and no-go areas and conditions that are acceptable and unacceptable for societal actors to live well within environmental limits. So boundaries are they could be physical, such as the fences and the concrete walls within which we are living. They could also be material in the form of nation-state territories that are created through the social and political construct of maps. Boundaries can also be natural, very importantly, because they set environmental limits within which that are safe for human functioning on this planet. Boundaries are also personal, and that include mental boundaries and bodily boundaries for emotional and psychological safety, and that also includes right to bodily autonomy. Then finally, boundaries are also epistemic, that decides what counts as valid knowledge and what is left out of the realms of knowledge. So now, capitalism is violent because it systematically breaches these boundaries in two ways because of its expansionist drive. The first expansionist drive is the inward drive of commodification, which attaches monetary value to every form of life and every resources for it to be exchanged in the market. The second drive is the outward expansionist drive that happens through process of primitive accumulation involving extraction, expropriation, and dispossession, none of which are happening within the realms of our visibility. Capitalism also breaches epistemic boundaries because it compromises our cognitive capacities by reducing our mindsets and interpretive logics to the realms of the market. And it manipulates what we consider as value and what we consider as valuable. Capitalism is a violent system because it systematically breaches boundaries.